On the very next day, we got an instructor from Adventure Packers to improve our ski technique. And his name is Bashir. The very first time I met him, I felt like he's a very calm and cool guy.
We can do a couple of runs on phase 2.
And he just asked me one thing, what's your aim? I told, I want to try from phase 2. But honestly, my skiing is not that good. He said okay to take us, but initially he want to analyze our technique, like how we are going to ski from Mary shoulder. So in the first run itself, he told us not to go because we were still doing snowflow on steeper slopes. But after that, he started guiding us while skiing. Bashir guided us with corrections and asking us to try it again and again. Within 1-2 runs, we could actually feel some difference. By the end of the day, he didn't keep us on the same easy route. He started taking us through slightly different sections. I mean the trail, which are more steeper. Little scary initially, but that's where I improved. Before this, we were doing around 4 runs in a day. But with him, that day I did 7 runs, almost double from yesterday. And more than the runs, the confidence I felt little better.
Fear से ज़्यादा fear will be there, no issues. But ऐसा सोच लो कि I have to do parallel.
No, he's doing parallel now. At the time of turn, he's still doing the
fear.
So how to get that out?
You see, I've taught you the technique. Now it is like I've taught you driving. Now you're scared of, you don't want to get onto the car. You have to trust your technique. You have to trust your foot. You have to trust what you're doing. Trust that it's going to work.
By the evening, we were fully tired. So we went back to Highlander Hotel to have some dinner. And we called it off for the day.
The faster you start going, the better you start enjoying. Yeah.
It is our last skiing day.
Technically right. You should be technically doing things right.
Good evening, folks, from Gulmarg. Today it's day 7 and we skied straight 3 days from chair car, and today our technique is far better because we hired an instructor. Right now we are back from our room towards Highlander Hotel.
Show them the sunset.
The moon is so beautiful today. Good morning, folks. It's our day 8 from Gulmarg. Yesterday we went to Sherkar again with an instructor. This time we went to more steeper slopes and we practiced a lot. And today also we're doing the same.
I don't think so. It's worth taking a risk.
Chair car पे इधर करोगे ना और skiing.
Shiva. बहुत solid turning हो जाए.
ऊपर sorry.
वापसी चले जाओ. Take a round back.
Next day, we were actually excited. Even Chirag joined us on the chair car that day. He had been practicing on phase 1 for the last few days. So, we all decided to try a slightly steeper section.
Also, the same laptop, same screen, same people.
Let me go on a new adventure.
So we all decided to try a slightly steeper section. Right from the start, it felt completely different. This trail had lot of muggles, completely uneven. Taking turns here were not easy at all, and the slope itself was too steep. If you fall here, it won't be a small fall. But Bashir kept telling me one thing. Don't think about falling, just focus on the technique. Where to keep the weight, how to turn, when to control the speed. We just kept repeating that. Completely uneven. So every turn needed a bit more attention. My parallel turns were also not perfect. It was still a mix, a little bit of snowflow in between. Not fully clean, but somewhat I'm managing to turn.
It's a new adventure. On a new adventure.
Very good.
Not fully clean parallel turns, but somehow I'm managing that. First couple of runs were honestly very difficult, but slowly we started getting a bit more control. That day, I ended up doing 8 runs, which was more than what we were doing before. And I could actually feel the difference. My speed improved a lot, turns were quicker than before, and control felt little better. And once you start understanding the technique, skiing actually becomes really fun.
संदेश देखा नहीं मैंने
I never experienced a proper powder day here, but maybe if it mean to happen, I'll come back for that day. We did think about going higher, but we knew we are not ready for this. Because above this, it gets even steeper. So, we did not want to take that risk. And that's where we decided to end the session here.
from Gulmarg.
Hello.
Let's go.
Before leaving, we just thanked Bashir. Honestly, he helped us improve a lot in just
We're not
one
going
day.
to phase 2 as of now.
Was here next year, then I'll meet you next year. Okay? Sure. Take care.
Thank you so much.
No problem, brother. Take care.
Yeah. Good evening, signing off from Gulmarg skiing. See you again next year. Jai Hind.
After the last run, we stopped at phase 1 base for a while. Just standing there, watching people still skiing, lifts running, everything going on as usual. Looking at the same mountain for the final time. Then, we started heading down toward the gondola base. But, this one had a lot of more feeling. This year, we mostly skied on our own. We really don't know when we'll be back again. Maybe next season or maybe later. This entire trip, we improved step by step. From struggling on the first day to actually managing these runs on chair car. Once we reached down, we rested for a bit with no energy left. Later, we just returned our skis. Evening, we walked around the market. Nothing as planned, just spending the last few hours left in Gulmarg. We had the best pizzas for the dinner and packed everything for the next day. Next morning, we left for Srinagar. Honestly, this trip to Gulmarg wasn't even planned like this. It's just started as a backup. But it ended up giving us more than we expected.
After a couple of years, we might be doing backcountry.
Before our flight, we still had one more day in Srinagar. So, we decided to slow down a bit and explore whatever we missed.
Here we came with excitement and leaving with experience. The time has arrived to say goodbye to Sandesh and Chirag.
That's coming next.